Welcome to Styla's Cancun sew-along. Cancun is a bikini with a cute crossback tie. The mid-rise bottoms features a fold-over sash waistband with a side tie. Let's begin. Place the two tie pieces right sides together. Sew to attach at the short ends with a 3/8 inch or 1 cm seam allowance and a stretch stitch. It is recommended to use a sewing machine for this step to reduce bulk. Trim the seam allowance and press the seams open. Fold the tie in half to align the long edges. Sew along the long edge and the diagonal edge with a stretch stitch or serger and a 3/8 inch or 1 cm seam allowance. Make sure the middle seam remains pressed open. Be sure to leave a 2-inch or 5 cm gap near the center for turning. It's easiest to offset the gap from the middle seam. Use a turning tool to turn the tie right side out. Top stitch the opening closed. Place the front main pieces wrong side up. Locate the 3/8 inch or 1 cm elastic. The elastic will be installed at a 1:1 ratio with the fabric. Baste the elastic to the wrong side of the top main pieces along the side and center. Take the front lining pieces and fold the bottom outer corner a 1/2 inch or 1.3 centimeters wrong sides together. Baste the edges to hold the fold in place. Place the lining and the main right sides together. Pin or clip into place along the side and center edges. The main fabric is wider than the lining fabric. This is so that the main fabric will pull towards the wrong side once sewn. Use a stretch stitch or a serger and a 1/4 inch or 0.6 cm seam allowance to attach the lining to the main. Turn the front piece right side out. The elastic edges will be understitched for a clean finish. Press the elastic toward the lining and understitch the seam to the lining using a stretch stitch or a cover stitch. Use a stretch stitch or cover stitch to sew the elastic down at the exposed corner. Fold the top edge 5/8 of an inch or 1.6 centimeters wrong sides together. Pin and clip into place and then top stitch to secure the fold 1/8 of an inch or 0.3 centimeters from the finished edge. A straight stitch can be used here as this seam does not require stretch. Back stitch at both ends to secure. Sew a gathering stitch along the bottom edge between the two marks through the main and lining layers. Gather the front pieces so the distance between the two marks is approximately 2.5 inches or 6.4 centimeters. Baste the bottom to hold the gathers in place for future steps. Place the front pieces so the center fronts are butted together. Use a wide zigzag stitch to baste the center front corners together approximately 1/2 inch or 1.3 centimeters up from the bottom edge. Mark the center of the front band. Cut a 2.5 inch or 6.3 centimeter piece of a 1/4 inch or 0.6 centimeter elastic. Use a long straight stitch to attach the elastic to the front band. Make sure the elastic is stretched to the edges as it will be caught in the seam allowance at a later step. Stretch the elastic while sewing. Steam the elastic. Sew a gathering stitch 1/4 inch or 0.6 centimeters away from both short ends of the front band. Place the front band main and the lining right sides together. Pin and clip along the bottom edge. Sew to attach with a stretch stitch or serger and a 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter seam allowance. Make sure to catch the elastic in the seam allowance. Pull the gathering stitches on both sides. Fold the main and lining wrong sides together. Adjust the gathers so the main fabric wraps to the wrong side approximately 1/8 inch or 0.3 centimeters, and the top edge aligns. Pin or clip into place and baste the short edges. Baste the main and lining together at the top edge. Place the main side piece right sides together with the front band. Align the side edges and the top edge. The bottom edge of the side piece should extend 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter below the front band. Pin and clip into place and baste the main side piece to the front band. Place the front band lining side up. Locate the lining side piece and place it right sides together with the front band lining. The front band will be sandwiched between the side piece main and lining. Sew to attach with a stretch stitch or serger and a 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter seam allowance. Turn right side out. The seam will be enclosed. Separate the main and lining side pieces. The side piece elastic will be attached at a 1:1 ratio. Sew the elastic to the bottom edge of the main and baste into place. Fold the lining over the main, wrong sides together. The elastic will be sandwiched between the main and lining. Sew to attach using a stretch stitch or serger and a 1/4 inch or 0.6 centimeter seam allowance. Fold the elastic to the wrong side. Top stitch into place with a stretch stitch or cover stitch. Repeat with the remaining side. Locate the bikini front piece and the underbust band. Place the front piece right sides together with the underbust band. Align the raw edges and align the center of the front pieces with the center of the underbust band. The outer edges of the front pieces should line up with the marks on the underbust band. Baste into place using a 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter seam allowance. Flip the bikini top over so the underbust piece is wrong side up as shown. Attach the underbust elastic with a 1:1 ratio. Sew to attach the elastic to the wrong side of the underbust band with a stretch stitch or serger and a 1/4 inch or 0.6 centimeter seam allowance. Stitch along the top edge of the elastic to secure the elastic to the bikini front pieces. Use a long straight stitch or a stretch stitch. Fold the underbust band down and top stitch the elastic using a stretch stitch or cover stitch. Fold one side of the underbust band 5/8 of an inch or 1.6 centimeters wrong sides together to create a loop for the back tie. Use a narrow zigzag stitch to secure. Add some removable cups if desired. The cups will give the top more structure and definition. Locate the back tie and use a bodkin or safety pin and string the back tie through the top casing on the front pieces. Pull the tie through until it is an equal length on either side. Cross the back tie and use a bodkin or safety pin to string the back tie through the underbust band loops. Place the tie waistband pieces right sides together. Sew to attach at the short edge using a stretch stitch or serger and a 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter seam allowance. Open the waistband pieces and place them right sides together. Sew to attach using a 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter seam allowance and a stretch stitch or serger. Turn the waistband right sides out and press. Butt the ends of the waistband together, creating a loop. Use a zigzag stitch to baste the edges together for a distance of 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter. This will keep the waistband piece in a loop when it's time to attach the bottoms. Fold the waistband wrong sides together and baste the 2 layers. Place the front and back main pieces right sides together and align the crotch. Sew to attach using a stretch stitch and a 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter seam allowance. It's recommended to use a sewing machine for this step to reduce bulk. Place the front and back lining pieces right sides together and align the crotch. Sew to attach using a stretch stitch and a 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter seam allowance. Leave a 1 inch or 2.5 centimeter opening at the center. Make sure to backstitch. Place the main and lining right sides together and align the leg curve. Pin or clip to hold in place. Baste in place using a 3/8 inch or 1 centimeter seam allowance. Fold the leg curve in half and place a mark at the fold. This will be the halfway point of the leg opening. The crotch seam is not the halfway point. Locate the leg elastic pieces and mark the halfway point. With the wrong side of the main face up, align the marks on the elastic with the mark on the crotch. Pin and clip to hold into place, and pin and clip the other ends of the elastic 3/8 of an inch or 1 centimeter from the side edge. Using a stretch stitch or serger with a 1/4 inch or 0.6 centimeter seam allowance, sew the elastic to the leg curve, gently stretching between the pins or clips. Repeat for the opposite leg curve. Turn right side out and steam. Separate the back lining from the back main. Separate the front main from the front lining. Fold the front main and the front lining to meet the back main and the back lining. Align the edges and nest the seams. Pin and clip to hold into place. Sew to secure the side edges with a stretch stitch and a 3/8 inch or 1 cm seam allowance. It is recommended to sew this step with a sewing machine to reduce bulk. Trim away the seam allowance at the connection seam with a wide V. Keep the bottoms turned wrong side out with the front facing up. The lining should still be separated. Locate the waistband. Make sure the tie is on the left side. Slide the waistband into the bottoms right sides together with the main fabric. Align the raw edges of the waistband with the top raw edge of the main. Align the side seams of the waistband with the side seams of the bottoms and pin and clip into place. Baste the waistband to the bottom main. Turn the bottoms right side out. Fold the main fabric down to separate the main from the lining. The waistband is attached to the main fabric. Push the front main and front lining toward the center. Push the crotch and the waistband toward the center. This will expose the right side of the back main and back lining. Fold the back main up and over to meet the back lining. The back main and the back lining should be right sides together. The front main and lining and sash will be enclosed inside. Align the center notches and pin or clip to hold in place. Continue aligning the back main to the back lining in both directions until the side seams are reached. Align and nest the side seams. The front main and lining will be inside the back main and lining. Using a zigzag stitch or a serger with a 3/8 inch or 1 cm seam allowance, begin sewing the waist at the side seam. Do not stretch the fabric while sewing. When the other side seam is reached, reach inside and pull the front main and front lining through. Align the notches and continue sewing until the waist is completely sewn. Reach inside the crotch and begin pulling it out until the crotch seam is visible. Locate the opening left in the lining crotch seam. Pull the bikini bottoms through the opening to turn them right side out. Hand stitch or edge stitch the opening closed. Your Cancun bikini is now finished. Thank you for sewing along with us at Styla Patterns.